Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Todd and Julie Chrisley reunited after years in prison. Chrisley Knows Best stars Todd and Julie Chrisley are finally reunited after entering federal prison in 2023. Savannah Chrisley has been advocating for her parents to be released since the beginning. After more than 2 years in separate prisons, and even in separate states, they are finally being reunited. Savannah has been giving updates to fans on social media. Keep reading to find out more. Todd and Julie Chrisley together once again. Chrisley Knows Best husband and wife, Todd and Julie Chrisley, are finally free after their daughter worked tirelessly advocating on their behalf. President Trump officially gave them a complete and unconditional pardon on Wednesday, May 28. The two were convicted in late 2022 for fraud and tax evasion. They were sentenced to a combined total of 19 years in prison. They were denied their appeals, but recently were given a small break in their sentences. However, Savannah still advocated and pleaded for President Trump to pardon them. After the pardon was signed and made official on Wednesday, Todd Chrisley was the first of the two to be released from prison. Later that same evening, Julie Chrisley was also released. The couple got to finally see one another and were face-to-face on Thursday. Not only had Todd and Julie not seen one another in 2 years, but they also were not allowed to speak. Savannah was the middleman and relayed messages back and forth between her mom and dad. Savannah captured the moment on camera, and while fans can't see their face, they can see both Todd and Julie's legs, and they are seated facing each other. The photo said, "Reunited and it feels so good." So far, Todd and Julie's faces have not been revealed. Chances are, the couple wants to freshen up and get reacquainted with their family. More about their release. When Chrisley Knows Best star Todd Chrisley was released from prison Wednesday evening, Savannah shared a video on Instagram saying how jacked he is. Todd has apparently been working out while passing the time in prison. Savannah revealed that at first, her parents didn't believe it. The pardon seemed to come out of nowhere. President Trump says, based on what he heard, the couple was treated rather harshly. Savannah said, "Over the past 24 hours, I've gotten so much love and so much hate. And I've had people say, I wonder what she had to do to get this pardon. I didn't have to do anything other than stand firm in my beliefs and my convictions, and fight for my parents and fight for what was right. The family has a lot of time to make up for, and will no doubt be doing that over the coming days." Fans can't wait to see and hear more from Todd and Julie Chrisley when they are ready to talk to the public. For years, the image of Todd and Julie Chrisley was one of Southern charm, sharp wit, and high-end living. The power couple behind Chrisley Knows Best once ruled reality TV with an iron, designer-clad fist, serving up opulence, banter, and family drama like no other. But the glitz came crashing down when they were convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion, leading to lengthy prison sentences, minus 12 years for Todd and 7 years for Julie. The empire they built seemed destined to crumble. And yet, the Chrisleys are back in the headlines, this time for a reason many never saw coming. After years behind bars, Todd and Julie Chrisley have finally reunited. A hug that broke the silence. The moment Todd and Julie saw each other again was anything but scripted. There were no cameras rolling, no glammed-up family interviews, no choreographed reality TV entrances. It happened quietly, in the modest visitors' lounge of a Georgia halfway house, where Todd had recently been transferred for the final leg of his sentence. Julie, who had been released a few weeks earlier due to good behavior and policy changes, arrived unannounced. They locked eyes. For the first time in years, no plexiglass separated them. No buzz of a prison guard's radio. No cold metal table between their joined hands. Julie rushed forward, tears already welling up. Todd didn't hesitate. He stood, arms open, hair noticeably grayer, eyes a little dimmer, but still carrying that unmistakable Chrisley fire. They hugged like two people trying to put broken time back together. It was like breathing after years underwater. Julie later told a source close to the family. We didn't say anything for a full minute. We just held on. Letters, regrets, and prison walls. While apart, Todd and Julie clung to each other the only way they could, through words on paper. Hundreds of handwritten letters passed between them, full of encouragement, sorrow, faith, and reflection. In many of them, they spoke of regret, not just for what had happened, but for what they missed. Birthdays, holidays, their granddaughter Chloe's first school recital, Grayson's graduation, all celebrated from behind steel bars. Todd's letters reportedly took a more philosophical tone. He's changed, said a former cellmate who was released last year. The flashy, loudmouth Todd? He mellowed, got quiet. He started reading the Bible daily, mentoring other inmates. He still had that spark, but it was deeper, less performative. Julie, meanwhile, immersed herself in service work, organizing literacy classes, and helping fellow inmates apply for legal aid. She became like a mother figure, one former inmate shared. She never complained, she just got to work. But even in their growth, they remained tethered to each other. One of Julie's letters, reportedly smuggled out and shared with a family friend, ended with, "Even when I don't see you, I see you. Even when I can't hold your hand, I feel you holding mine." Family in waiting. Back home in Nashville, their children prepared for this day with cautious optimism. Savannah Chrisley, who had become the de facto guardian for younger siblings Chloe and Grayson, shared the emotional moment on her podcast, Unlocked. "When Mom called me to say they were seeing each other again, I just cried," she said. "There were days I thought this would never happen, days I thought the system would swallow them whole." The Chrisley estate, once a symbol of excess, has been scaled back. Gone are the sprawling mansions and luxury cars. What remains is a modest rental home, filled with hand-me-down furniture and restored faith. But what's missing in flash is now made up in sincerity. Grayson, now in college, shared a rare post on Instagram, a photo of his parents hugging, captioned, "The reunion we've prayed for." The future, off camera. With news of their reunion making waves, speculation is already swirling. Will Todd and Julie return to TV? The answer, at least for now, appears to be no. "We want to live in real time," Todd reportedly told a confidant. "Not reality TV time." Instead, the couple has hinted at plans to write a book together, part memoir, part spiritual journey. There's talk of Julie launching a podcast focused on women in the prison system, advocating for reform and telling stories of those left behind. Todd, ever the talker, is rumored to be working on a documentary project that explores the highs and lows of fame, filtered through the lens of redemption. Still, networks are circling. One insider claims a streaming service has offered them a limited series deal that would follow their post-prison life. The Chrisleys may not be done with the camera, the source said. But if they return, it won't be for drama. It'll be for truth. Not who they were, but who they've become. Reunions, especially those forged through pain and absence, are not always seamless. Todd and Julie have both changed, shaped by hard years, lost time, and humility. But their love has remained intact, a kind of stubborn flame flickering through walls, legal battles, and judgment. At their first dinner together, reportedly a simple meal of grilled chicken and steamed vegetables, they didn't toast with champagne. They held hands, bowed their heads, and prayed. "We're not trying to go back," Julie said to a friend. "We're trying to go forward, together." Whatever lies ahead, one thing is clear. The Chrisley name may never shine the way it once did. But in the quiet space between scandal and redemption, Todd and Julie have found something more enduring than fame.